That dog loved that reading. He, so, uh, so people are back to school, right? Everybody here who goes to school is back in school, kind of, or getting ready to be. And I saw on Instagram, for some kids, they have the little um, chalkboard thing that says, "Hi, my name is," and I am this many years old. And one of the things that were on that little chalkboard was, and these are my favorite things. My favorite things. So what's your favorite things? If you were to write it on your little chalkboard, what would your favorite thing be? So, okay, dogs. Okay, if you want to go there, what are your favorite things? You can throw it out if you want. Throw it out. Throw it out. Or if you don't want to go there, I'll tell you mine. Okay, and mine is this app that I got from my friend Cynthia. Cynthia told me about this app about 2 or 3 years ago, and it's called Merlin. Have you guys heard of Merlin? Right? Ah, isn't it great? Right? So I'd like to take a walk in the morning. I was walking the other day, and it was just kind of a so-so walk. You know, I was kind of bored, walking again. And then all of a sudden, I started hearing all the birds. And they just started making their sound. And I wanted to know who and what they were. And so I clicked on Merlin. And Merlin records the sounds of the birds so that you can see the name that we've decided to call them. All right? And so I'm walking along, and all of a sudden I see, so there's a cardinal, and there's a towhee, and there's a mourning dove, and there's a finch, and then a goldfinch, and then there was a blue jay. And a blue jay is kind of like that friend who can't sing, but just really wants to sing. Right? So I was like, okay, blue jay, thanks for that. You know, but it made like this kind of just beautiful symphony as I walked, and it was so awesome. And Merlin pointed me in that direction. And so then later that day, I was in a meeting. And when you work in churches, you go to a lot of meetings. And you know what? I am not a meeting guy. So I say that right off front. And I was not in the meeting. You know what I mean? The meeting was going on, and I was not there. And I thought to myself, you know what would spice this meeting up a little bit? If I played the recording from Merlin. And then we could, yeah, the blue jay, right. And then you could just have all this sound going on while we're talking about dividends. Right? So I thought, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I did. I chickened out. I know, right? I should have done it. So I chickened out. But the main thing about Merlin that makes it my favorite thing is that it opens me up to the presence of God that for me is all around us all the time. And those birds singing, that to me is the presence of God. That to me is God saying, pay attention to how beautiful life is, and that you get to experience this day, at this moment, at this time, whatever's going on. So get Merlin, all right? And I get a cut if you get Merlin. All right, that's all I got.